Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News,
RSN
Podcast. Chill.
Well,
What's going on, man?
back at it, man.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics.
All right.
Starting with some new music. J-Rock Freestyle. That was dope. I liked it.
I liked it too. It was crazy because at first, I was debating, do I want to watch this? I was like, let me check it out because I never watched any of his freestyles before. So I was like, I want to check it out, and I was happy I clicked on that.
Yeah, my introduction, I knew J-Rock before anybody from TD. He was the very first one that I knew.
Word.
That was way back in 2009.
Yeah, man. I think I want to see more. I want more freestyles like that. Freestyles to get you excited. You know what I'm saying? I think we talked about it before. It's like certain people, when you see them, they have a freestyle, you're like, oh, I'm watching this. But it's always good when somebody surprises you,
Yeah, and he's been dope from the start, so.
Yeah.
Paula Deanna, she dropped For the Night. It was actually I think maybe a month or two ago she dropped it, but it's making its rounds. I think she just did 100,000 on Spotify, so she's doing good with that song.
Nice. That's
resurfacing.
That's what's up, man. That's how it be. Sometimes, sometimes music, it be great songs and they just don't hit right away. Enough people just ain't heard it or whatever. It might have been oversaturated with so much other stuff going on. But then when they spin the block with it, it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Quavo dropped a song featuring Luke Bryan, Georgia Ways. That's just my Georgia ways.
What you think about that?
So, I'm glad that he's trying something different. That's cool for sure, but I'd rather hear Quavo rapping.
Yeah, I'm not. It's one of them things where it's I'm always in favor of diversity, right? Diversifying your portfolio, mix it up, trying different things, stretching yourself as an artist is very important, and in being vulnerable with that is very important too. It's something that as an artist, some people shy away from, right? Now, I'm not a super fan of the song or anything, but I commend him on trying something different. But yeah, it's when you can try it, but if it don't hit, you gotta get back in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I think the safest way with releases like that, I think you gotta go try something different and then hit back with your signature, back to back. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Roddy Ricch, she dropped another one too, Lonely Roads. What did you think about that?
It was cool. It was I think for me the message it was more so about the message, and it was kind of random though. Usually an artist might have a serious song, but it might be something that leads up to it. And maybe I just been out of touch with his music, right? But for him to have a serious song, I wonder if something happened. You know what I'm saying? There's something he lost someone close to him, and then he dropped a serious song with a message type of thing, or what. But I liked it. It was cool. Shout out to Roddy Ricch.
J. Cole, he releases the deluxe version of Forest Hills Drive with some extra songs on it, bringing back some nostalgia.
Cole, keep dropping. Just keep dropping, man.
So how do you think it's going for him this year? I feel like people have shied away. No one's really talking about the fall off no more.
Nah, it's
even the song he dropped, the Port song, I forgot the name of it, but it kind of came and went.
Yeah, it's one of them things. It's I guess for me, 2025 for Cole is going to be very important because it's one of them things where either he's going to do something undeniable, drop something undeniable that's going to hit, it's going to be a banger song, or people is kind of I don't want to say forget about him, but he has that Rocky Road type of thing, you know what I'm saying? He'll be a big everybody talking about Cole, and then it just kind of fade away. The momentum don't seem to be.
So do you think this would have happened if he would have stayed in the battle?
No. No. I think we would have been oh, Cole, he went to work on him, boy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's weird. State of music is kind of weird in general. People are finicky. Fans are finicky. People be with you one day and they be on to the next day and the next day. So, Cole, keep doing your thing, man. No matter what, he's a dope artist.
So, Kanye West being sued for $150 million for harassing a Jewish worker, a Jewish employee over text.
That's
allegedly.
That's an expensive text. That's a very $100-something million over a text. Bruh, I need to be suing a lot of people.
I didn't know you could do that, right?
I didn't know you could do that either. Golly.
Next time when y'all text me and piss me off, I'm suing you.
Hey, can we do lawsuit over comments?
Right.
Oh, man.
Kodak Black, he wonders why Drake still hasn't worked with him. He said even Kendrick Lamar worked with him before Drake.
I don't know, but I didn't think about that before. I mean, how do you think a Kodak and Drake song would sound?
I mean, it could work out. I mean, I don't know. As of right now, Kodak seems like he needs to pull it together some. But at the height of when Kodak was really doing his thing out here, it could have worked pretty well.
I think the fact that he brought it up kind of puts a damper on it. Not a damper on it, but like I appreciate the fact that he's like, yo, I ain't do a song with Drake, but like I hope it's not taken like he desperate for a song right now type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be taken like it depends how you look at it. It could be taken like, yeah, Kodak needs some music. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good for Kodak out here. He begging Drake for a song. But then it could be like, yo, he's such a fan. He want to do a song.
He said that he's Drake's favorite rapper. I don't know if that's true. Drake could have told him that, but it don't really mean that.
I want to see Drake's response now. I want to see Drake's response if you say anything about it.
You're not going to say a word.
Yeah, I heard Kodak was your favorite. Your favorite.
It would be funny if Drake started like being online more. Then you know something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
LL Cool J crowns himself most important rapper to ever live.
I never heard nobody say I'm most important. We heard I'm the best. We heard I'm the flyest. We heard everything, but I never heard a rapper. That's something Kanye would say, right? That sounds like something Ye would say.
This sounds like something Soulja would say.
Or Soulja, somebody like that. I never would have thought that he would say I'm the most important. That's a bold statement.
No, I actually say Soulja Boy was more important.
Oh man. Get ready for that lawsuit in the comments.
Like, no, okay, so LL, he did pretty good, you know, he kind of brought in love songs. That was cool. But when I think about LL's career, I actually liked him more as an actor. Like, I was way too young to, like, really be into his music. Like, he came out in 88, so, yeah, I wasn't listening to him then.
No, man, I tell you, I'll say LL is absolutely, to me, one of the GOATs. Not the GOAT, but one of the GOATs. I think he is underrated. I think he should be celebrated more, but I don't agree that he's the most important rapper. I can't agree with that because I can name plenty of people, I think, not plenty, that no disrespect, Rakim. To me, I would put him over LL. Yeah,
for his time, there's a lot that were. I would put Slick Rick over him.
Dougie Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Dougie Fresh. Like they were like around the same. You know what I'm saying? But
no, King of Crew was very important for that era, bro.
Yeah.
So no, you're not wrong.
I don't know what y'all think about that.
I think he was important for Def Jam for sure.
Yeah.
He was probably the most important one for Def Jam because he's the one that gave him the money.
And that was part of his argument, I think, was most of the biggest artists came from Def Jam. It wouldn't be no Def Jam without LL Cool J.
But those artists would have still been around.
They would have been somewhere else.
They would just probably been on like Universal or something like that.
Yeah, that's another good point too. Yeah, they just would have went to a different label. I mean, if it's like saying
we would have got DMX on Universal Music.
Basically. If it wasn't no Benz, they would have done the BMW. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It might have been on Audi, you know.
But for me, like music wise, I don't view him like that. And like I said, I liked his acting career better. And The House was a dope show. And Any Given Sunday was a good movie.
What was that joint? The Sharks. Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
With Samuel L. Jackson. Deep Blue Sea.
So yeah, even I would say SWAT was more important than his music career.
Oh man.
I'm just
Oh man. I would have in the house is acceptable. You gonna say SWAT. Oh.
yeah,
That was a good movie, but
we're gonna get in trouble. But it's all right. But nah, I mean, we can give Ella his flowers. He was dope, a dope creator. I'll say that.
he still is too. The last album he put out was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Last album he put out was insane.
All right, let's get into some news, man. This week has been ridiculous. So we had a shooting of CEO from United Healthcare in broad daylight, like bright and early in the morning. Like, dude,
Yeah.
probably his coffee didn't even like get warm yet.
It seemed just like a movie, man. I feel like, dude, like just everything about it felt like we were watching a Netflix movie or something. Like,
It was so this is my thing, they've been searching for him. Even still today as we're recording, they haven't found the guy. Like they seen him, I guess they seen when he arrived. They said that he took a bus from out here in Georgia up to New York.
Had to be from here.
And then he stayed in a hotel for like 2 or 3 days or something like that, or a few days. I don't know if it was 2 or 3. But the people that were there, they said he never took his mask off, so unless he was eating.
I feel like my question is who sent him?
Yeah.
That's really the big question. You catch him, okay, but who sent him? Somebody. I feel like somebody sent him to do a mission to get a big payday. I think. And maybe it was on some, you know how the movies go. You go down there, do this mission, take care of business. It's a big payday for you, blah, blah, blah. Knowing he's probably going to get caught. And he never going to get the payday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is all theories I'm making up. I feel like
But
he was sent.
even like some of the clues he left, right? They found the backpack he had, right? And it just had a jacket and Monopoly money in it. So he's like leaving clues. Like he wants to be seen but not caught. Even like he had
Engraved the bullets, too.
Yeah, what was it, like deposed, denied, defense,
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a lot of theories around
Which is what the healthcare system says.
Mm-hmm. Because I was seeing a lot of people saying like, "Oh, that's what the person get," and all this stuff because they denied me for this. They denied. People got to understand the CEO, and I'm not taking up for anything he did. I don't know much about the guy, but the CEO of a company don't decide who get healthcare and who don't. You know what I'm saying? They will never know anybody's name.
I think they're looking at like the billions that the healthcare the company got last year, and I think they said that CEO pulled in like 10 million last year,
Which most CEOs do though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking again. I don't know much about this guy, but
and I don't agree that he deserved what he got.
Yeah.
I don't know of him doing anything as of right now.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it just sounded like a hit to me. It sounded like either a hit or it sounded like a distraction for something else.
But do you think they're gonna catch him? Because I don't think they're. I think he's long gone. I think he's like out the country already.
Low key, do he kind of look like he like Venezuelan or something?
Nah, he looked more like Russian, Ukrainian to me.
Think so?
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing I was gonna say. It's been this big war against move the Venezuelans, move the immigrants, all that. I think there's an opportunity. People out here, you gotta be careful because they could be paying undocumented people to do things like this.
True, that is very true.
That's that's a part of my theory. I'm thinking that, well, who's gonna trace them? They ain't got no IDs, ain't got no fingerprints. If that's the case, he out of here. They ain't gonna catch him.
And all the other CEOs took their pictures down. They're not online no more.
Right. So, no, man, be safe out here. It's crazy, and condolences to his family and everybody who had to deal with that right before the holidays.
Yeah, and that's crazy, right? Because when he shot, the gun jammed twice, and he was able to clear it both times, like super fast too.
Yeah.
So, I think that was an agent, and I don't think he's in the country no more.
Did they say what the weapon was? Which actual gun it was? Because I saw something.
They said it's a rare gun.
Okay, I think I did see it right. So that gun, if I saw it right, the gun, because somebody on YouTube was breaking down the gun that he used. That's what I saw. And that gun is crazy because it is a rare gun, and just I forgot the name of it, but it's not hard to get. It's a rare gun, but you can get it, which leads into, not to prolong the point, the whole thing that was another thing that I saw, that there's been a big bust on FBI agents and police officers.
Yeah, selling fully automatics.
Mm-hmm. That just clicked with me and made me think about that.
And that's crazy. So, Florida man goes on Craigslist. Says, I'm new to the area. I'm looking for ice and crack. Where it at?
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I don't expect you guys to know what ice is. He's talking about amphetamines. So, yeah, he got caught by an undercover that responded to the ad, said, hey, meet me down here. It's going to be this price. He goes down there, tries to buy it. A bunch of agents pop up. Now he's in jail.
It's a genius. It's a genius. Honestly, I don't know too much about the drug world, but it's 2024 and he's doing the C word? What?
That's what stood out. But, I mean, yeah, he's on crack.
Oh, my God. That's something. I guess that's something someone would do, right? That sounds about right. That's that type of move.
I got a problem, man.
You got to have a big problem now, dog.
Like, dude, it's like some of these stories that come across our desk. I'm like, is this real? Like,
it's like, come on, dog.
Because it has no sense to it whatsoever.
Come on, dog.
And like to sit there and do a crime online, like in front of a bunch of strangers, like nobody's gonna tell.
Come on, dog.
People are waiting to tell on someone like that.
People telling everything. That's content these days. Telling is content. Everybody's telling for content to talk and be on TikTok and everything else.
It's crazy. Yeah, so Florida man, he's in jail, but I'm sure we'll see another Florida man pop up soon. Biden, he pardons his son Hunter, and some people were mad, some people understand.
What would you do?
If it's my kid, I'm going to pardon them. Or a family, whatever. Yeah,
listen,
I'm going to let him
go. LeBron already set the tone this year. We're taking care of family. You know he was going to do it. You know he was going to do it.
I think the problem is that he said he wouldn't.
Oh. Well, wouldn't be the first time he lied. Wouldn't be the first time he lied about something.
Yeah, Dems are good at that.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does.
But what about you? What would you have done?
I would have never lied about it. I would just been like, yeah, he getting out. He's gonna get pardoned for sure.
So I mean, I think a good percentage of us understand him pardoning his son. I didn't expect anything different from that.
Yeah, I mean, what he got to lose? He lost. Oh, he ain't lost. He got thrown out, but
these are the last days.
Hey, I'm expecting him to do more stuff. They say he tried to go. He wanted to start World War III.
He tried, but everybody else is kind of holding off on it because they understand what he's doing.
Yeah, he going out with a bang.
Which I don't blame you. Yeah, I say it like this, man. You might as well have fun because January 20th is over. That's it. That's the end of the ride.
Hey, I'm telling you, keep your eyes on Biden. This is the most action he had in his whole term, man.
They're very active right now. They're doing videos, drunk. All right.
Wow.
Talk to us about Travis Hunter. He got snubbed for an award.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, Travis Hunter, man. I took down some stats. I just think, the people don't give him his credit, man. Travis Hunter, the Colorado two-way star I'm talking about. Everybody know he's up for the Heisman Award. But I just want to call out some notable accomplishments. Shout out to Colorado Buffaloes as a whole. They went 9-3 this year. Missed the Big 12 championship by one game. Missed the college football playoffs. But they had a tremendous season. Number 12, Travis Hunter, and number 2, Shedeur Sanders will be going to the NFL draft. High picks, maybe number 1 and number 2. But specifically for Travis, yes, sir. Specifically for Travis, notable accomplishments. So, as you know, like I said, he's a dual threat superstar. He's impact on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. He has 6 interceptions this year on the defensive side, 2 return for a touchdown, 41 tackles, a forced fumble in 11 games because he didn't play. He also didn't play 2 games with that. And then he had 65 receptions for 824 yards and 9 touchdowns. And I got to double check these numbers because I think he might have had a little bit more. He had forced fumbles that changed the game to win that Baylor game. I mean, he's done it all. And he is a finalist for a few awards, but he got snubbed from one award. And I'll tell you right now, he's a finalist for the Blindenkoff Award, Best Wide Receiver in College Football, the Paul Hornung, I don't know if I say that right, Hornung Award, the Most Versatile Player in College Football, the Walter Camp Maxwell and Benedek Awards. Those are 3 different awards recognized for outstanding performance, right? We all know he's the leading candidate for the Heisman, which means you're the number 1 player in college football. He also won the Defensive Player of the Year for the Big 12 conference, which they're in. But he was snubbed for the Jim Thorpe Award, which is the best defensive back, which makes no sense. Because if you won the Best Defensive Player Award and you're up for the Best Player Award in college football, how could you not be the best defensive back? Doesn't make sense, right? So I was thinking about this, and I saw a comment that one of the gentlemen made on Stephen A. show, and he was just like, oh, it's just one award, get over it. He's probably going to win the Heisman, it's just one award, But where was that same energy with Caitlin Clark? I'm just not a race thing. I'm not making it a race thing. I'm making a comparison thing. She made a big impact on women's college basketball. And now Travis, arguably 2 years in a row, has made a tremendous impact on men's, on football. I ain't going to say men's because it's just football, college football. Why is it acceptable for her to clear the board on all the awards and it's okay for him to miss them?
I agree. I don't have an answer for it.
It's crazy. The double standard, I don't like it. It's been called out by everybody. They hate it, man. I don't like it. But I think once he wins the Heisman, of course, that's going to be great. But I feel like he shouldn't have got snubbed for any awards. Nobody's ever done this before. You had your Champ Baileys. You had your all these different players. But nobody's ever done it like this with the level of impact, skill, everything. He's done it bigger and better than all the other ones that came before him, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So shout out to Travis Hunter. Everybody watching, go ahead and make sure you vote that Heisman for those people who are voting for Travis Hunter. The Boise State running back, amazing. He's great. The other candidates are cool, but they're not Travis. And runner-up, I think should be Shador because he's clearly the best quarterback. I don't really care about the college football playoffs without Colorado. That's what I got to say.
All right. Javante Davis says that he's thinking about retirement. Says he wants to go to therapy, soften up. He said he got 2 daughters, and he wants them to be feminine women, I guess.
I don't believe him.
So, but my thing is like, okay, you go to therapy and work on your traumas. That's good. That's a great thing to do. Yeah. But do you think it would really take away from his skills in the ring? Like, do you have to be angry in the ring to win, or can it just be pure skills?
So, some people, I think so. Like, I know some people, like, it's like this. I know some people who, if you just playing around boxing, you can beat them because they playing around, like, right? They're not mad, but then when they seriously be mad, then they really want to fight. Mm-hmm. And is that button got to get pressed, right? With him, I think he's one of those guys that, like, his button always got to be pressed. Like, he always got to be, he got skills, but he got to, like, all right, you made him mad. Now he want to knock you out.
But I feel like that is still muscle memory, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you swing at them, they're going to naturally react to that, regardless of if they're mad or not.
That's true. But I don't get why he would want to retire right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's so young.
And didn't he just say he wants to fight Jake? That was him that said that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
At least do that first.
Yeah, I would say do that. But see, I think with the contracts, the way Jake do his contracts and all that, he probably couldn't really fight him the way he wanted to fight him. it'd be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that,
and script it out. Yeah.
Now I would want to see, and even though this is people gonna call me crazy because the weight class difference, him against Bud would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That would be crazy. He would have to go up in weight, but him against Bud would be nuts. Terrence Crawford, in case you guys don't know.
All right, so I mean, I hope he doesn't retire.
Nah,
but
me either.
Go to therapy. That's fine.
Don't go to therapy. Keep fighting. Go to therapy after you retire.
Right. All right, so college football. You want to give them the brackets? I know you say you don't care.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I say I don't care, but
some people like these teams, man.
Get all the rest of the team. Nah, I'm just playing, guys. First round, we got. So shout out to Georgia. They beat Texas yesterday, so I just got to shout them out. It was crazy down there. First round we got is coming up December 20th and 21st. We got Clemson and Texas. Who you got for that?
Clemson and Texas. What was Texas' last game?
Yesterday, it lost to Georgia in the SEC championship.
What was Clemson's last game?
Yesterday, they beat somebody. They beat somebody yesterday.
I'll go with Clemson.
Okay. So the winner of that game will play Arizona State in the quarterfinals. Then you got Tennessee and Ohio.
Tennessee.
I'm sorry, Ohio State, I should say. You got Tennessee, okay. And Tennessee would, if they won, they would play Oregon in the Rose Bowl. You got SMU and Penn State.
Penn, maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
If Penn State won, they would play Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl. And then you got Indiana and Notre Dame.
Everybody loves Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame will win that one. Notre Dame will play against Georgia in the Sugar Bowl.
I got Georgia.
So from there, the brackets keep going, but it's going to be interesting, man. It really is. These are, all great teams. I think it's going to be – it's the thing about this year, there's no, team that I feel like, oh, they're going to absolutely go all the way. Oregon's been winning. They undefeated. They haven't lost the whole year. But I still don't feel like, oh, they're just going to beat everybody.
There's a lot of stars in college football that you can tell is about to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't feel the same as yesteryears.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think it's just because Colorado's not in there. And no, but it doesn't, because usually Georgia be dominant, Alabama be dominant. You guarantee, it used to be, these teams gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's
it's all up in the air.
Alabama not even in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, you ready for a fun topic?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got 4 Southern labels, and let me know which one you think is the best. We got So Def, Grand Hustle, Disturbing the Peace, and Quality Control Music.
That's a tough one. But I'm just gonna go over overall impact, legacy, its impact on music, man. I gotta go So Def.
And I agree with you. And everybody else agreed with us at 70%. Yeah, so the rest of the labels, of course, had outstanding artists. Grand Hustle, T.I., DTP, Ludacris, Quality Control, the Migos. But I feel like the most important music came from So Def.
Yeah, I mean, they had a variety of artists, too.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what would music in the South look like without So Def, or just music in general?
That's what I'm saying. They kind of hit all angles, from soul, rap, pop, all of it.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to JD, man. One thing about that whole Diddler situation that is sad is him and JD never had that versus, man. I really wanted to see that.
Oh, yeah, they did.
I really wanted to see the So Def versus Bad Boy versus. I just wish I could go back in time and they could just do the verses, and then everything happened after that. And then everything else come out after that. Because I really wanted to see that. That would have been, I think, the Super Bowl of verses.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they both had huge artists on their label. So, oh well, oh well.
Yeah.
Guys, get down in the comments. Let us know what you think. You made it to the end. We want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You want to see more music critiques and blogs? Check out my channel. More music and blogs. Check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.